Hi everyone, Colin here. Welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to talk about whether your cold outreach is good or not, based on how many messages you send, quantity-wise, or how good your messages are, quality-wise, and what you should do to make it better. So in the world of online business outreach, it doesn't matter what business or niche you are in. Okay, there are basically two ways people think about it. So one is quantity, where the goal is to send as many messages as possible, and the other way is quality, where the goal is to put as much effort as possible into each message. And in all types of businesses or niches, we see people doing one of these two things. Okay, number one is sending tons and tons of messages by email or some other channel, meaning they do high volume but low quality. And two is sending just few messages but putting a lot of effort into making them really good, meaning they do low volume but of high quality. So this video is to introduce you to a new way of thinking about this. But before we actually dive into how that actually works, if you're a copywriter, agency owner, coach, or consultant, and you are new to this channel, you're warmly welcome. And here is what you should expect if you subscribe to this channel. Okay, number one is free proven marketing frameworks that scale multi-million dollar brands, which you can use to scale your own brand or your clients' businesses. And number two is simple, effective, and rapid hacks to help you generate more clicks, more opens, and 50% more sales from your list training your email list without sleazy marketing or complicated tech, and so much more value. So how do you make sure you don't miss any of this useful content? It's easy. Just press the subscribe button below or you will never see me or any of my awesome valuable content that I create every week just for you. Anyway, so let's talk about the quality and quantity side of your cold outreach. If you're a business owner, a copywriter, an agency, or any other niche. Okay, so you can figure out what's best for you, what works best for you. So the first thing to understand is both quality and quantity have good sides and bad sides. So the good sides are the advantages and the bad sides are the disadvantages. Starting with the quantity, it's totally possible to book meetings. You can book meetings with the quantity of messages that you send, but it's not as effective or guaranteed as it used to be. Why? Because if you look at the big channels like the LinkedIn, Facebook, or Instagram right now, you'll see that the limits are being set for how many messages you can send. This shows you how the quantity is slowly becoming less effective. The same thing applies to emails. Okay, if you send too many emails rapidly, they are likely to end up in the spam folder. And people get annoyed whenever they get spam. But don't get me wrong here, okay? Quantity still works. It can still work for you, for anyone, for any niche, okay, out there. But in the long run, it will hurt your seller reputation. Especially if you don't understand how big channel works, this is going to hurt your seller reputation really badly. Think of this for a second, okay? Let's say you have an agency and your agency works in a market where there are 100,000 potential clients. Okay, but over 3 to 4 years, you only reach out to about 30,000 or 40,000 of those businesses. Let's say your outreach is not very exciting or interesting, but you're using the quantity approach the whole time. Now you're sending a lot of messages. You don't care about the quality. You're just sending out a lot of messages without making them more personalized, but you're just putting out a lot of messages. And you're not really putting more effort into the emails or the messages. Okay. So basically there is no real value added. Okay. There's no any new value added. Instead, it's just you sending random messages. The results, what is the result? You're probably going to spam a lot of businesses with random messaging, right? The worst part is after 3 to 4 years of doing that, if you're sending like 10,000s of email a year, you're ruining your brand's reputation. That's the thing that I was saying. You're ruining your sender reputation. If you send a whole lot of messages without just like they're random, and some of them end up in the spam folder, you are ruining your brand's reputation with also 30% or to 40% of your marketplace. Okay, and that's what usually happens. As a copywriter, agency owner, coach, or consultant, or whatever business or niche you are in, you are the reflection of your brand. And there's a connection between your brand and you. Okay, so if you're doing cold outreach on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, or anywhere else, and you're doing these things that annoy people, like you spam people's inbox, then you are going to think they're going to think that you're annoying, and which is not how you get clients. In fact, that's the downside of quantity. Okay, it doesn't take much effort into crafting your messages. It's just you sending random emails, sending random messages, and that pisses people off. Okay, now how do you know if you're sending too many emails the wrong way? It's simple. It's only if more people tell you to fuck off than they actually book a meeting. So that's the shortest way, the simplest way to measure if your approach is working or not. Now, on the other side, we have quality. This is when you send really good emails or your cold outreach are really good. For example, 99% of people today use videos like Vlog videos. They send audits of free value, like people going to a website, going through your emails. They send reviews of that. That's what they use to provide more quality, more value, which works most of the times. It works better than quantity, at least in my experience, but it has its problems too. And that is, with the quality approach, it's hard to send enough messages. It becomes limited to the quantity of messages that you can send if you use the quality approach. So let me break this down for you. So we have these two sides, okay? We have two sides. The first side is the quantity side, which gives you a lot of messages, but they are very good, but they're not very good. And the second side is the quality side, which gives you great messages, but they're not enough. Like the quantity isn't enough. Now, in most niches, people get stuck in on either side. Okay, they think maybe one, they think they should send lots of low quality emails, and two, they think they should send very few emails but of very high quality. Okay, but the truth is, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. Okay, you can make both work, but there is a better way. You can make quality. You can use quality work, and it works sometimes. You can use quantity work, and it works sometimes. Both independently, you can use them, but they work sometimes. But there is a better way, and this way is we combine both quality and quantity. Why can't we have both independently? Like, can't we have quality and quantity? If you're doing quality right now, why can't you have just quantity? And if you're doing quality right now, why can't you just have quality? Because for some reason we always tend to pick one extreme or the other. But the best answer are usually in the middle. So what we want here is the balance, okay? We don't want super high volume or super low volume. We don't want super high quality or super low quality. We want to find the middle ground, something that it is in the middle. We want to find the balance. And that's hard to do because of something called cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance is when your brain gets confused because you are acting in a way that doesn't match what you believe is right. So here's another quick example. Okay, let's say one agency is sending 300 emails a day and each email takes 20 seconds to do. And on the other side, we have a company sending 10 emails a day, but each email takes 10 minutes to do. Okay, 10 minutes to do. You might think they are both spending the same amount of time on outreach, but what would actually work better is sending maybe 40 to 60 emails a day, and each email takes 2 to 3 minutes. Now, so what you're doing here is combining the both sides, if that makes sense. We're combining quality and quantity. Instead of sending 300 emails a day with each email taking 20 seconds, and instead of sending 10 emails a day, which in each emails take 10 minutes, we combine them so that we can send at least 40 to 60 emails a day, and each email takes 2 to 3 minutes. If you can understand what I mean. So we get enough volume, but also we get enough quality so that the messages don't seem spammy or annoying. Okay. I often see agencies that spend a lot of time making 10 minutes videos or doing big SEO audits. But I say if you're spending more than 4 to 5 minutes on an email, you're spending too much. Okay. If you're spending less than 1 to 2 minutes, you're spending too little too. Okay. So the Best balance is about 2 to 4 minutes per email. Also, when I work with agencies, instead of making long videos that take forever to make, I say let's just record 2 to 3 minutes an audio call, because it's simple. It's a simple way to combine the two. It's a simple way to bring quality and quantity at the same time. Okay. Also, in fact, like most people don't have a lot of time going through a cold email because they don't trust you, they don't know you, they don't even know how you will help them. So the only thing that they're doing is just ignoring you and seeing you as a spam as everyone else. So if you make it like short period of time, like no wasting their own time, that catches people's attention. So here's the thing, when you combine quality and quantity, you get the benefits of both. And the disadvantages of low quality and the low volume goes away. Okay, that's the point of this video. I just wanted to introduce this new way of thinking so that you can see this idea, you can get this idea and implement it in your outreach methods. And you can see this idea in everything in life, not just business. Okay, for example, in politics we can have the right side and the left side. Okay, now the right side, when we go far to the right, bad things happen. Okay, when we go far to the left, bad things happen too. So if we mix the good things from both sides, from the right side and the left side, we can find the best answers. We can find something more greater, which is more good. And it's the same in marketing. The same applies to marketing. You need to find a balance between being too aggressive and being too nice, if that makes sense. You can't close sales if you're stuck at either extreme. The same goes to appointment booking. Until you combine quality and quantity, it's hard to book appointments. So that's everything for this video. I hope you loved this. I did love to hear what you think about this video. If you enjoyed this video, leave a question, leave a comment, like and subscribe for more videos like this. So that's a wrap. I hope it helped you. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys. Talk soon. Peace.